My dear, my mom whispered, you're a little too much for him to hold. They said you're a storm he never learned to weather. She warned me, your wild heart doesn't bend to simple love. They call you fierce, like fire that burns but never warms. My mom saw the danger you carry, the kind no one escapes. You're too loud in a world that asks for silence. She said you're a beautiful mess, unfixable and unforgettable. They don't know your pain hides beneath that fearless smile. You're a secret she fears I won't understand, but I do. Mom's words haunt me. He won't tame your untamed soul. You're too honest, too real for hearts that only want comfort. They say you love too deeply, too wildly, too facade. She fears your love is a wildfire, unstoppable and consuming. You're the chaos no one wants to face, yet I'm drawn. They said, she's too much for his quiet world. Your truth unsettles them, but it's the only truth I crave. Mom warned me, your love scars like a storm that never fades. You are the noise in a world that worships silence. She whispered, he'll break before he learns to hold you. You're a hurricane wrapped in velvet, impossible to forget. They said your soul is wild, too wild for safe arms. Mom's words echo, he's not ready for the love you give. Your love is a song no one knows how to hear. She said you burn bridges just to light your own way. You're too honest, too fierce, too alive for his calm. They called you reckless, but you're just brutally real. Mom's warning feels like a prophecy I can't escape. You're a storm disguised in softness, too much for the tame. She said, your love will either break or save him. You're the fire they fear, but I want to be burned. They don't see how your silence screams louder than words. Mom said you're a riddle wrapped in a beautiful pain. You're too much to hold, but too much to forget. She warned your love is a wild river, impossible to dam. You carry storms in your eyes no one dares to meet. They said you're a tempest that shakes fragile hearts. Mom's voice lingers. He won't survive your beautiful chaos. You're the flame that burns but never consumes, just changes. She called you too much, but I call you everything. You're a poem no one understands, but I'm reading every line. They said your love is a risk too heavy to carry. Mom's words echo. She's too fierce for his quiet soul. Your love breaks silence with a roar no one expects. She fears your wildness will drown the calm he craves. You're too deep for shallow hearts that fear the ocean. They said you love like a storm, destructive but necessary. Mom warned me, you're a flame no one dares to chase. You're the beautiful chaos that unsettles every quiet space. She said, He won't weather the fire you carry inside. You're too honest for hearts built on fragile lies. They called you wild, like love no one can control. Mom said, she's too much, and he's not enough. Your love speaks in thunder no one can silence. She fears your storm will wash him away, but I'm ready. You're a truth too sharp for gentle hearts to hold. They said your love is a tempest that breaks or frees. Mom's words sting. He can't handle the depth you bring. You're too fierce for calm waters, but perfect for wild seas. She said your love is a fire he'll never understand. You're the storm that shatters silence and rebuilds beauty. They said you're a risk, but I'm ready to fall. Mom warned you're too much, but I see enough in you. Your love is a song that breaks through every quiet fear. She fears your wild heart will break him, but I believe you're too raw for hearts that crave easy love. They said your love burns too bright to last forever. Mom said, he can't hold what's too wild to cage. You're a force no one expects, but everyone remembers. She whispered, you're too much, but I say, you're enough. Your love is a storm I'm willing to brave endlessly. They called you dangerous, but I see only beauty. Mom warned your fire is too bright for timid souls. You're the truth that breaks through every quiet lie. She said you're too fierce, but I crave your wild heart. You're too much for some, but just enough for me. They said your love will break him, but I want to try. Mom's voice haunts. He can't handle what you bring. You're a beautiful storm no one dares to chase but me. She fears your wild soul will break the calm he needs. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. You carry a wildfire that turns pain into fierce love. They said you're too much, but I'm drowning willingly. Mom's words echo, but I see your soft warrior heart. You're the storm that wakes every sleeping part of me. She said you burn too bright, but I need that light. Your love is the wild truth no one else dared speak. They called you chaos, but you bring necessary change, Mom warned. But I'm ready to hold your untamed soul. You're not too much. You're the universe's perfect storm. Love like yours breaks all rules, and I'm here for it. You're a flame no rain could ever fully extinguish. They said you're too wild. Maybe that's exactly why I'm here. Your soul roars louder than their whispers ever could. You're the fire that heals wounds no one sees. They feared your love, but I'm ready to burn with you. You carry galaxies where others only see darkness. Your love shakes me awake from every false comfort. You're a beautiful chaos, the kind that reshapes worlds. Too much? No. You're simply enough in a world of less. Your scars tell stories no one else dares to hear. They called you reckless. I call you bravely alive. You're the wild truth no tame heart could ever contain. Your love is a rebellion I want to join endlessly. They warned me, but I choose your fierce love anyway. You're the storm I never saw coming but always needed. Your silence speaks volumes louder than their empty words. You're too much love for a world that fears it. You burn bright, and I'm here to bask in your light. They said you're chaos, but you're my kind of calm. Your love is wild, untamed, and perfectly imperfect. Too much is just right when it's your kind of love. You're a flame that ignites every forgotten part of me. They couldn't handle your fire. Thank God I can. Your truth unsettles, but it also awakens deep healing. You're too much for some, but just enough for me. You are the beautiful storm that shatters my silence. Your love is raw, real, and worth every risk taken. They said you're too intense. Maybe that's what love needs. You carry a wildfire that renews instead of destroys. Your fierce love is the medicine no one else gives. Too much love? No. Just a love that's fiercely alive. You're the echo of a storm I've been waiting for. They said your fire would burn me, but it only warmed. Your love is a wild dance I never want to stop. You are a beautiful tempest, unstoppable and unforgettable. Too much for some, but I'm here to hold every piece. Your soul's wildness is the light I never knew I needed. They feared your love's power. I embrace it fully. You're a blazing tone in a world full of lies. Your love breaks the quiet, and I'm never turning back. Too much? No. You are the exact storm I crave. Your fire burns away all doubt and leaves only truth. They said you're too much, but I call it beautifully fierce. You're a wild love story I want to live over and over. Your soul roars, and I'm here to listen forever. Too wild for some, but just right for my heart. You are the beautiful chaos I was born to love. Your love is fierce enough to heal every broken part. They couldn't hold you, but I'm here to carry your storm. Your wild heart beats in sync with mine perfectly. Too much for silence, just enough for love's roar. Your love is a revolution my heart has been waiting for. They warned me about your fire. I came anyway. You are the storm that brings new life and fierce love. Your love shakes every foundation until only truth remains. Too fierce, too real, and exactly what I needed. You're the wild flame that lights up my darkest nights. Your love is a thunderclap that breaks open my soul. You're the storm that drowns doubt and awakens fierce hope. Your love is a wildfire, burning away all fear and pain. Too much for silence, just enough for soul deep healing. You are the fierce heartbeat beneath every quiet moment. Your wildness is the light breaking through my darkest shadows. They said you're too much, but I see the universe in you. Your love crashes like waves, relentless and beautifully unstoppable. Too fierce for easy love, just right for a lifetime. You carry a storm inside that makes my soul dance. Your love is the fire that melts every frozen fear. Too much for safety, just enough for true freedom. You're the echo of a wild song I'll never forget. Your fierce love is the healing I didn't know I needed. They feared your fire, but I crave every burning moment. You are the beautiful chaos I choose over calm every time. Your love breaks walls and builds bridges no one else sees. Too wild for the faint-hearted, perfect for my brave soul. You carry a wildfire that turns pain into fierce strength. Your love shatters silence and awakens every sleeping heart. Too much for some, but just enough to heal me whole. You're the storm I never saw coming, but always needed. Your fierce heart beats a rhythm only my soul understands. Too fierce to tame, too real to ignore, just right for love. You are the wildfire burning through every forgotten pain. Your love is a revolution that awakens dormant dreams. They called you chaos. I call you my greatest peace. You carry storms inside that bring life to every broken part. Too much love? No, just a love that's wildly alive. Your fire burns bright, lighting up every shadow I hide.